Alright, moving up the card, Kleydson Rodrigues versus CJ Vergara. I feel like the MMA guru kind of said it best, that the UFC sees something special in Kleydson Rodrigues and they're really building him up something proper, because they're giving him CJ Vergara, a guy that won on Dana White's Contender Series against Bruno Correa. Sorry, it was Sando Curatolo that Kleydson Rodrigues beat. He beat Bruno Correa, and then in pretty brutal fashion in the first round, and then after that he did lose to Ode Osborne. Had a very good third round though. But Kleydson Rodrigues is a prospect, man. He's got great kicks, he's got great volume, he's got great kickboxing. He fights out of Team Vergara as well, so he probably has a great ground game as well. He does actually have a few submission victories on his record. I think he's got one recently, but prior to that, a few KO wins, a few decision wins. I think Kleydson Rodrigues is going to win a decision in this one here over CJ Vergara. I have made my opinion on CJ Vergara pretty well known, because I think that the name, that thing that he's, or the persona or whatever that he's trying to build is just super cringy. Like, this guy is 31 years old and he's talking about how he was in high school with fight clubs and he was fighting in high school and stuff. Like, no one above the age of 15 cares, you know? Like, no one wants to follow a guy that is 31 years old talking about how he fought in high school. Like, they're just super cringy, man. Anyway, like, Kleydson Rodrigues, he's 26 years old, he's a very good prospect. I feel like the UFC are going to continue building him up, building up his record a little bit. 7-1's a pretty great record to have. Especially only at 26 years old, making a UFC debut. I think he's better than CJ Vergara on the feet. I think CJ Vergara is definitely going to drop the first two rounds and then rally back in the third. But I think Rodrigues is definitely going to win the first two rounds. I think he's going to throw a lot of volume. He's probably not going to land with too much power, but he's going to throw so much volume and so much different kind of strikes from different angles. A lot of kicks, a lot of punches too, obviously. But yeah, definitely a lot of kicks, a lot of weird kicks as well. Head kicks, spinning kicks, and all that sort of thing. I think Kleydson Rodrigues is going to put on a very good performance, and I think he's going to impress quite a few people that may not know his name in this one here. I think that the odds for this one are pretty wide. You can get Kleydson Rodrigues at minus 280 on BetUS. What are those odds like elsewhere? That's pretty good. That's pretty good value. You can get a minus 300 at some lines. I think minus 280 is great. The over 2.5 is minus 125. I think that's probably the play. I feel like over 2.5 is probably a pretty good play in this one here. CJ Vergara, I mean, he is probably the most live for a KO in this one, in my opinion. But Kleydson Rodrigues, you look at this guy's highlight reel, it's a lot of spinning kicks, it's a lot of unorthodox kicks, and a lot of unorthodox techniques. I think that he's going to put on a very good 3-round performance, in my opinion. And minus 125 for the over is pretty good, in my opinion.